Welcome to my show, Reflections. You are over here with Sarithia. Hit the like and subscribe button because you are officially in with my crew. And you know how we do. We are back for part two. Now, I know part one, you get what I'm saying? They said, Sarithia, did you just pull up the whole bottle of something before you did part one? Because what happened to your mic? Reflection. You know, when I be trying to get out serious information, they get to fucking with my technology and my spaceship. I was just talking reflection. I thought we was in the spaceship together the whole time. My head was out the window. Y'all was inside the spaceship. Nobody heard what I said, but it's okay. Okay, hit the like and subscribe button because reflection, and we are about to get started. Now remember, everything in this video is alleged. Let me go and put up my banner. Everything in this video is alleged. Everything in this video is for educational purposes only. Reflection. Okay, everything over here is what I heard up the street, round the block, up the corner, over there on Jupiter, and a little bit of Mars. Like just a little pinch is what I heard over there on Mars. Okay. Now with that being said, now that I got my disclaimer out of the way, remember, reflection, these videos are to spark a thought. You should always go and do your own research. Okay. Now, with that being said, let me turn my music down in my spaceship. Reflection, let me turn my music down in my spaceship. Okay. They said, woo, Taritha, I told you they be messing with my technology. I told you it's not me. It's not me. It's not me, really. Okay. Now, remember, reflection, in the last video, I know it was kind of in and out, and I know you couldn't hear me on the mic. But with that being said, we were talking about the Dogon tribe. For everyone who don't know who the Dogon, what the Dogon tribe is, reflection, definitely go back and check out part one. But don't worry, I'll kind of catch you up in this video as well. Now, the Dogon tribe, reflection, is actually a very advanced tribe, reflection. Not only that, they had their own allegedly they had their own free energy, reflection. They had free energy. They had unlocked the code to free energy. Now, how did they unlock this code to free energy? Well, it was alleged, reflection, that they got this knowledge about free energy from extraterrestrial roll up, however, reflection. You know how we do, extraterrestrial species, reflection. It's actually said that they got this information from an extraterrestrial species. Okay. Now, with that being said, hit the like and subscribe button because we are about to get started. We're gonna dive head first down this rabbit hole. Now, a lot of people like to say that the Dogon tribe they never really existed, reflection, but it has been proven that this tribe has been around, reflection, for years, hundreds and hundreds of years. You can even go back and look at certain tablets, reflection, and the Nomos people are actually talking about these particular beings that actually came down and gave them this particular information, reflection. Okay, keep in mind this was a very advanced civilization. This was a very advanced tribe. Okay. And not only that, reflection, they even the priests, some of the priests didn't even know the full spectrum of knowledge. Okay. So this was a very sacred tribe, reflection. Okay. So with that being said, let's actually go back and let's actually take a listen at a little piece of the video, and I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna comment on it, and we're gonna take a look at some other clips as well. Okay.
Really is real interesting. This legend might be of little interest to anybody but the two French anthropologists Marcel Grelal and Germain Dieletron, who recorded it from 4 Dogon priests in the 1930s. Of little interest, except that it is exactly true. So we're reading about the Dagon tribe and its connection to the Sirius constellation, Sirius A, Sirius B, and some other things there. And it's somehow tied back to the Dagon tribe. The star, which scientists call Sirius B. Oh, Gina, honey, can you get the right? How did the people who lacked any kind of astronomical devices know so much about an invisible star? The star, which scientists call Sirius B, wasn't even...
Okay, think about their reflection. The Dogon people knew about Sirius A, B, C, D, E, F, and G allegedly reflection. Hit the like and subscribe button here with crew. This is how we do. We talking about the Dogon people. Now they already knew this, but what is still fascinating people to this day, reflection, is how did they know this information? How did this tribe know about these star systems? Reflection, how did they know about this? Now, it has been said that these particular extraterrestrials came, reflection, and gave the Dogon people knowledge about not only the star systems but about the way of life and planet. I said about the way of life and how things work on this planet.
So, so they could have really, really existed. Well, they obviously existed. They're etched in stone. Wow. Babylon. Something fishy about the Pope's hat, they said. And look at this. I always thought it was kind of like the Anunnaki. But, wow. Looks kind of like a Cthulhu thing, you all, Gina. You're supposed to be reading a story. But I know, but this is really... And this is the symbol for Christianity, too. Fish. Also.
So let's stop and talk about that. If you watch part one, reflection, then they were talking about the Dogon people were known to be people, the fish people, reflection, not the sirens, but mermaids and mermen. Okay, they were another form of mermaids and mermen. Okay, now think about their reflection, but let's think about the sirens. Okay, the sirens, they are known to draw people in with their voice, reflection. That's kind of a superpower within itself. They actually have the ability to draw people in with the sound of their voice. Okay, but it was said that the Dogon people could actually walk on land and they could be in the water as well, reflection. Okay, so when you go back and you look at certain hieroglyphics, you will see they are half fish and have man, reflection. So it goes all the way back. Okay, now with that being said, that still isn't saying how did they know about all this advanced technology, and not only that, how did they know about the star system? Well, if as you heard her say, reflection, I told you I rolled up powerful, I came over here, reflection, my words get slurred, but stay in my spaceship, stay with me. Okay, listen. It is said, reflection, that even though they are half fish and half man, they can walk on the land and they can walk on the water, they can be in the water as well, reflection. It is said that the Anunnaki, if you heard what she said, remember they got their information from a extraterrestrial race, allegedly. Remember, everything over here is alleged. So hypothetically, do you think the Anunnaki is the ones who gave them this particular information, reflections?
B. The legend goes on to say that the Nomos also furnished the Dogons with some interesting information about our own solar system. You can see this thing follow an imagery line through Orion's belt, Canis Major, Sirius, and Orion. The Dogons, okay, the planet Jupiter has 4 major moons, that Saturn has rings, and that the planets orbit the sun. These were all facts discovered by Westerners only after Galileo invented the telescope. The story of the Dogon and their legends was first brought to popular attention by Robert K.G. Temple in a book published in 1977 called The Sirius Mystery. Wonder what it looks like. The Sirius Mystery? Let's see what that book looks like, because I don't think we got an image of it.
Okay, reflection. Now, the Sirius Mystery, remember, reflection, that book right there, they had the Dogon tribe, they had knowledge of the star system way before this particular book ever came out. You got to think they would actually go over there and stay with the Dogon priest, reflection, for decades, reflections. And they would have to earn their trust to even get a little piece of information, just a little pinch, just a little pinch of knowledge reflection. Okay. And after they was piecing together knowledge, they came up with their own story. Get a little piece here, a little piece there, a little piece there. You get what I'm saying? But they never gave them all of the knowledge that they know. So just what do you think about that reflection? What do you think about these extraterrestrials? Allegedly, I'm not saying it was the Anunnaki, but reflection, what do you think about this particular extraterrestrial species coming down, giving the Dogon this particular information? And just think about, let's take the Dogon out of the situation for a minute. Think about all these other tribes and just people from different lands. Reflection, they will all talk about certain extraterrestrials visiting them, giving them certain technology, certain information. What do you think about that? Reflection, what do you think about all that? They say if you keep hearing the same story over and over again, it might be true. It might be a little pinch of truth in that. Reflection, okay, just possibly.
Lived on a planet that orbits another star in the Sirius system. They landed on Earth in an ark, made a spinning descent to the ground with great noise and wind. It was the Nomos that gave the Dogon knowledge about Sirius B. Did you ever hear of that? They landed on Earth in an ark? About that, Ulysses? Hello, William. That is so interesting. I wonder what that ark looked like. The Dogon ark. Couldn't wonder if we could look that up. What did the Dogon ark look like? I want to know it. Oh, we found it. That kind of reminds me of Noah's Ark, kind of, if it was a boat. But
you got to remember, reflection. It's a lot of keys in that book. But sometimes people misinterpret. It's not what you read, reflection. It's how you read it. It's not what you read, reflection. It's how you read it. Tariq ain't saying nothing, but I'm saying something. I ain't saying much, but I'm saying something. Okay. Now, with that being said, hit the like and subscribe. But you over here with my crew, and this is how we do. We are talking about the Dagon tribe. We are talking about how did they know about the star system? How did they know about free energy? How did they know about all of this? Reflection.
The Dagon tribe of West Africa were discovered in 1935 by two French anthropologists. What amazed these anthropologists was that the Dagon tribe possessed knowledge of the Sirius star system. What they couldn't understand was how it was they had knowledge of a Sirius B, which is a white dwarf star. It's the smallest form of visible star that we know of, and we can barely see it with modern day telescopes. And that's not something an ancient people should have known anything about. They claim that a group of what could only be described as alien creatures called the Nomos descended down to Earth. This group of beings imparted to them the knowledge that they then possessed about the Sirius star system.
Okay, reflection. What do you think about that? One person said shit, they think it's the Anunnaki that gave them the information. Somebody else said it was the Nomos. Shit, it could be one and the same. Who knows? Reflection. Who knows? Who was it that gave them the information? Or does it even really matter who gave them the information? They got the information. Reflection. Not only that, the information that they possessed all the way back then, people are still trying to build on it today. Keep in mind, the star system was not supposed, even with a telescope, reflection, they can barely see it. So how did these people know so much in-depth information about this star system? Think it over, reflection.
It's one of those things that is impossible to truly refute. And I think that's why it's so powerful. The story is that there's a tribe in Mali, Africa, that had never been visited by the outside world. And through French anthropologists in the 1930s, they met them. But what they were so fascinated by was that they had drawn in the sand orbital tracks of stars and things that they should not have known. They knew about the star Sirius A, but B and C. B hadn't even been discovered yet by radio telescope. Once B was discovered, they were like, wait, so the Dogon already knew about that before they even had telescopes. But they also say that there's a star called Sirius C that we haven't even discovered yet. They knew incredible amounts of information, not just about the Sirius star system, but about our earth, the energy of it, the source God. The tribe had all these incredible stories of their heritage and their history that they wouldn't tell him. So this French anthropologist is forced to stay with them for 10 years because they wouldn't tell him. They didn't trust him.
Reflection. That's reflection. I don't know why y'all be trusting people. So you better go from your ancestors. You better look back when they said, listen, sit your ass over here about 10 years. Yeah, I know you got shit to do, but if you really want this information, you're going to have to put that on pause. I want to see how dedicated are you? Yes, that's how your ancestors got down, Reflection. They said they want to see how dedicated are you before I give you this information. And when I do give it to you, I ain't finna give you nothing but a 1/18th. Yes, 1/18th of the information. I'm gonna give you just a little peach. I'm gonna give you just a little sprinkle of it. I can't give you the whole topping because I don't know what you're gonna do with it. You may go over there and try to recreate your own history and shit, allegedly.
Are you aware of the origin myth of the Dogon tribe?
No.
There's a tribe I believe it's a tribe I forget what part of Africa, but they believe that they came from Mars and that there was a civilization that left Mars, many, many eons ago. And it's a really weird theory because they know some things about Mars.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't come from Mars.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure too. But I mean, it's.
Do they have any spaceships? If they don't have any spaceships, then I'm like, I don't believe it.
Well,
if you do have a spaceship, I'll believe it.
If you parked a spaceship, how many thousands of years? If you parked a metal spaceship, like if you left a Cybertruck in the desert, how many thousands of years do you think it would be there for before it's gone?
If it got buried in dirt, you'd find it even like 1 million years from now.
1 million?
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Well, what you'd find is
Reflection. Think it over. You heard what he said now, Reflection. These people, they knew shit they wasn't even supposed to know, allegedly. They said, who told y'all I wasn't supposed to know this? Who told y'all? Now, they said I could know it. Who told you? Now, I'm just not finna tell you. Yes, because this shit take dedication. It takes time. It take patience. Didn't I tell y'all, Reflection, don't none come fast but a crash? Hit the like and subscribe button. You over here with the crew. And this is how we do it. We talking about the Dagon tribe, Reflection. We are talking about how did they know about Series A, B, and C? How did they know about this information, Reflection? Shit, telescopes weren't even out. What did they do? Roll up a piece of papyrus, Reflection? What did they do? How did they know?
This tribe was given advanced knowledge about our universe by aliens. These are the Dogons, a tribe that knew about our solar system, about atoms, and even about the Big Bang Theory 700 years before they were officially discovered. When scientists questioned the Dogons, they said the knowledge wasn't actually theirs, that it was passed down from alien beings known as the Nomos. They have cave drawings of our solar system, as well as drawings showing a flying saucer coming down to Earth to talk to the tribe. Something very important for this culture is a mass dance that's only performed every 50 years in honor of the Sirius B star, the origin of their lizard gods. Each type of mask has a different meaning. 400 years before modern science, the Dogon knew about protons, neutrons, and they even knew about cell membranes. The Dogons were able to correctly map out our solar system and planetary bodies, all of which they could have never discovered on their own.
Reflection. Think it over. Now, remember, think about the great wonders and just things, how everything is aligned up with the stars. Everything is aligned up with the stars, Reflection. Shit, even the waves of the ocean, Reflection, it go, Reflection. We don't get me started. Everything is connected, Reflection. If you pay attention, you will notice everything is connected. The Dogon people, they knew this well, but not only that, Reflection, they knew it in a whole nother depth. They knew about the energy field. They knew about the magnetic planes and how frequency works on this planet, Reflection. They understood that well because these particular extraterrestrials came down and gave them the knowledge of the way life should be, or order. Basically, they came down and they showed them order.
The Dogon tribe never had a military, police, or a jail system because they had zero crime. They would have disagreements, and then an elder would negotiate the terms of an agreement between the two sides, and that was the end of it. And here we got militaries. We got an Air Force. We got an Army. We got Marines. We got submarines and ballistic missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles, and nuclear warheads, and we got jails and prisons and all that. And we calling ourselves civilized. These people lived in a place during a golden age with no military, no police, no jails, and knew more about astrophysics than we knew, living in total peace. And
what you think about that reflection? Shit, I now I don't agree with everything, but when you're right, shit, I'm with you. Now, reflection, I'm with him on that. What do you think about that right there, reflection? Now, before because a lot of people will go and they'll look at certain things, or they'll look at certain people way of life or what they believe in. They're very quick to call them uncivilized, untamed, unruly, reflection. But my thing is this: who told you that the way of life right now allegedly is ruling? Just because the way you do certain things, reflections, you prefer it, that doesn't mean that it is the preferred way. That doesn't mean that it is the correct way. That doesn't mean that it is the just way. You get what I'm saying, reflection? So we have to watch that, because it can be a very thin line of what is just and what isn't. And go back and listen at what he said. A lot of people keep saying this, reflection. If you watch any of my videos, you will notice a lot of people keep talking about the golden age, the return of the golden age, the golden age. What is the golden age, reflection? The golden age is, reflection, the days of the Egyptians. That's the golden age. Whenever you think of black and gold, you think of the Egyptians, reflections. When they keep saying the return of the golden age, if you will notice, reflection, a lot of Egyptian symbolism is in a lot of things that you have around you today. From when you walk out to your door, when you go to work, when you crank up your car, when you look at certain logos, a lot of Egyptian symbolism have been inputted into our society unknowingly, reflections. So with that being said, it's always good to go back and not only look at symbols, but do certain research, reflection. If something catch your eye, it's a reason why it caught your eye. You may don't remember why it caught your eye, but dive deep into it. Okay, reflection. We're over here talking about the Dogon tribe. Remember, nothing is new under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun, reflection. Remember, things that we are still discovering today, things that we are still trying to figure out today. The Dogon tribe, they already knew this back then, reflection. What do you think about that?
When you go to the Dogon, okay, the Dogon of Mali, West Africa, my research of the Dogon explains that there were two French anthropologist historians, de Terline and Griot, that went and lived with the Dogon for a while. This was years ago, in the 20th century. And they celebrated this star that's called Sirius B, or Kizi Uzi, the littlest thing, the littlest star. And this star is said to circle Sirius A, the big star, every 50 years. But every 60 years, they have a celebration. Okay? And this celebration celebrates Sigi Tolo. Tolo means star. Sigi, okay? They celebrate it. Now, we know that the Kushites also celebrated this. So this is a remnant of collected information. But every 60 years, they had a celebration. Only every 60 years, they celebrated this revolution around Sirius A, of Sirius B. And in this celebration, they created what's called a Kanaga mask. Kanaga. I'm a teacher, brother, so I'm going to do a lot of spelling.
We're here for our level.
I would say because I want folks to get their pens and pencils and notebook out, because we got to study this. We have to know this so that when we face these individuals, we shut the room down. Because I'm not coming with no emotion. It's science. Science is knowledge, from the word scient. And so for me, it's important for the community to know how to spell it, to go research it, and then do what you do. But they built a Kanaga mask every 60 years for this. And after the celebration, they would take it to a special room. And they would put this Kanaga mask on a chair that they built specifically for this Kanaga mask. When Griot and Dieterlen were there, they went to one of the celebrations of the Sigi ceremony. And they saw the room where the Kanaga mask was brought. And this is going to complete the room. There were 12 masks in the room. Now, every mask represents 60 years that they knew this star that wasn't seen by the Western world until 1971. The Dogon people knew of this little star in this room. Now, when you multiply 60 times 12, I think the number 720, you're going back to the 1300s when that room was started.
Reflections. Hit the like and subscribe button. You are over here with my crew, and this is how we do. We are talking about the Dogon tribe reflection and how they knew so much about Sirius B, and not only Sirius B, the Sirius star system, period. Reflection. They had advanced technology, they had free energy, no light bills. Don't worry about you ain't have to get no extensions or none of that. Reflection. It was all good in their neighborhood. So with that being said, I see them behind my spaceship. Reflection. I see them. They said, "Oh, so you talking about free energy? You trying to cut light bills? Okay, it's time for me to head back over there to Mars, where the Dogons are from." So until next time, Ashe.